Hi, my name is Gerald.
I'm Titania, and this is Gabrielle.
And we are the Paige Family.
So a fascination with Japan for me really started when I was young. My mom used to leave me and my sister at the library sometimes. She was a single mom, and I remember while I was at the library, I would do mainly two things. The first was study from this old raggedy Japanese book and print out Dragon Ball Z photos so I can trade them with my classmates. But as I grew older, I just continued that interest in Japan for a very long time until I got to college, where it kind of became like something that would be nice to do, but something that I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to pursue, going there and being a part or experiencing the culture. And that is until I got saved and plugged into this local college ministry where I was interning underneath the missions pastor. And long story short, I ended up getting connected with this church in Japan and serving there for 2 years. It was amazing. I remember getting off the airplane and feeling like I've arrived home. That was my first feeling when I finally got to Japan. It's like, I'm home. And that was so weird for me, but I just remember that was my first impression. So I got to serve in Japan for 2 years. Man, I matured so much in my faith there and got to see some people saved and growing in their faith, and met some incredible people and missionaries that I love to this day, would love to continue working with. And so that's kind of like after my 2 years serving there is where Gerald comes in, and I'll let you pick up the story from there.
Yeah, so I had a similar childhood. Had I really enjoyed anime, and then I took a Japanese class when I was in high school, and for 4 years I studied the language, became very interested in the culture and just the art styles that they had. So I also put it off, didn't think that it had anything to do with me any further, so I let it lapse. Then God saved me. But God, after He saved me, He kept it on my heart that one day I would also I should probably also go to Japan. So I prayed about it and hadn't heard anything from God or what to do until I met my wife, Nia, at the Pursuit Church one day. We had a conversation in Japanese, and about 6 months after that, a little bit more than 6 months after that, we ended up getting married. So that's kind of how it all started. And then we took our first trip to Japan in 2016. We got married in 2014, took our first trip to Japan in 2016, and I got to see the people that she got to do her missionary work with the church where she served. I got to witness her first person doing the work that she was doing when she was a missionary for 2 years over there. And I also got to meet a lot of other cool missionaries who we're still in touch with to this day. So from that experience, came home and God gave me a dream, and we believe from that point forward that God was calling us to Japan.
That was obviously very encouraging, because for me, it was like God speaking to him and showing him, not just me saying we should do something, From that point, it was really like God speaking to him and directing him what we need to do and where we needed to go. So after the dream, we kind of just stepped it up just a little bit more, talking more about Japan and kind of like putting tidbits in our family's ears so that their hearts could be ready when we finally did go for that. What would you say, what's next for us and for our mission? Like, what are we doing right now to get ready?
Next is to continue to pay down the debt. We're more than halfway done with the debt on our credit cards, and then I have a student loan, and then Nia has part of a student loan. So once we are in good shape there, we're beyond a certain threshold, we'll be ready to really looking at seriously moving overseas. The other part is obtaining a work visa. So just finding gainful employment in order to make that happen. And again, we've been through several agencies already and explored our options, and we've got all doors open. We're looking for any open door that God has for us to walk through. So thank you guys so much for your help and your support up to this point, because it's meant a lot and it's actually helped a lot. So we will continue to move forward as we have been, and hopefully very soon be ready to leave. We initially planned on being out of the country next year, so we're fast approaching that, and we're gonna continue to do everything we can to make that happen. Even if it's not possible, we're still gonna work hard like it is, and we'll get there sooner rather than later, we believe.
Yeah, definitely. And so if you want to keep up with our journey and learn more about how we're getting ready to become missionaries in Japan, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button below and hit the like button. It also helps. I know you like to do it. Feels good, man. But yeah, definitely be doing some videos on how I'm getting Gabby ready and trying to like kind of prime her so that she can like learn Japanese and have a good stable, plan, education plan when we get there. If you want to know more about the specifics of things we're doing, and Gerald can talk to you more about like job hunting as he goes through it and share his experience. If you want to hear more about all those details and just keep up with our ministry, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, follow along with us. And if you want to donate to help move us further along in our mission to become debt-free, because it helps us with the agency that we're going through, because you have to have a certain debt threshold. And it also just helps us if we do go through tent making, so that again, finances don't distract us from the mission of serving and sharing the gospel in Japan. So thanks for joining us. See you next time on the channel. Yay!
Hey Paige, say hi people.
Hi people! She's like, yo, Grace, where are these people? Here you go.
Where are the